Good evening, everyone. Welcome to week 4 of Friday Night Frenzy, once again presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. He's Sam Ali, I'm Jerry Taylor, and we are the greatest tag team since D-Generation X.
I agree with you, JT, on that one. And we've got 2 words for you. Friday football. We begin tonight just a short drive down US 41 to Negaunee for our Martin Sports Apparel Game of the Week. It was Paul Jacobson and the Miners taking on Iron Mountain. Cheerleaders from both teams gave me a hand in passing out Friday Night Frenzy t-shirts. I would have thrown them, but I don't want to embarrass myself.
For sure.
Closing seconds of the first half, tied at 7, and George Johnson gets the rock, and he's going to bolt right down the sidelines, and he'll end up getting tackled just inside the 10-yard line, but the damage was already done. 2 plays later, Brock Aho to the right finds Parker Bowman on the slant. Miners going to halftime with a 14-7 lead. Negaunee's first drive of the third had some speed bumps. Check out Justin Rock. Rock. Nice tackle there. So the Miners decide to go to the air instead. Aho floats it up to his left, and nice adjustment there for Johnson as he reaches pay dirt. It's another win for Negaunee tonight as they top Iron Mountain 28-14.
Pretty good job by the Miners there. On the scoreboard, some more Mid-Penn Conference action. Norway led Manistee 32-0 at the half, and the Knights would roll to the 48-14 victory over the Emeralds, evening the record to 2-2 with Ishpeming on deck next week. Speaking of the Hematites, Sam, they're up next. Take it away.
Well, it was the return of Scott Sergila to his old stomping grounds. As Westwood faced off against Ishpeming, Ozzy Corp didn't practice all week due to a bum hamstring, but who needs a hamstring? Ozzy is going off the rails of the crazy train, but he would get tackled just at the 2-yard line. That's some true grit right there. Next play, Nick Calumet pounds it in, and Ishpeming is up 8-0. Next drive for the Hematites, Isaac Olson gets in on the fun, breaks 1 tackle. He could go all the way. Touchdown, Ishpeming, as the offense kept rolling in the first quarter. Next drive, it's Corp, goes to his left, cuts back inside, and dives in for 6. Ishpeming rocks Westwood in this one, 46-6 the final score.
We go next to Gwynn. Dion Brown and the Model Towners taking on RiverHarris. Second quarter, the Broncos going to have the ball. Second and goal from the 3-yard line. Alex Mathias absorbs the hit and finds pay dirt. 2-point conversion, no good. 12-0 BRH. Gwynn looks to respond. Kevin Roberts drops back to pass, and Roberts would be dropped. Robbie Broders drops Roberts for a sack, and he is obviously fired up. The Broncos got the ball back, and they didn't take long to score. Bryce Sundquist rolls to his left, throws it up way downfield. Ivor Stenberg hauls it in, and Stenberg heads to the promised land. 63 yards in all. Bark River up 26-0. Nearing the end of the first half, the Monotowners offense takes to the air. Roberts' little pump fake. Desmond Boogren has opened downfield. He makes the catch and is in for the touchdown, 35 yards in all. However, the night belonged to the visitors. Unlike the Western Michigan University Broncos, the Broncos from RiverHarris simply win football games. Fire up, Chips. That's right, people. BRH wins it over Gwynn tonight, 40-14, the final score.
Let's go to the scoreboards. Marquette scored 14 unanswered points to beat Escanaba 28-21. The Eskimos drove down inside the Marquette 5-yard line with under a minute to go, but they could not score. The Redmen win their first game of the season, and in the battle for the Axe, Newberry gets the best of Munising, 31-14 the final in that one.
Up next, some more great Northern Conference action as Menominee played at Gladstone. Third quarter now, the Maroons up big time in this one, and they put the ball on the ground, and guess what? They lose the ball on the ground. The Braves recover the ball near the end of the third quarter. Let's go ahead to the fourth, shall we? Ben Schwalbach running for his life as he did all night long, and he completes the pass, but the Menominee defense, right there to stop anything going from there. Maroons quarterback Nathan Noack, get this, had a school record of 7 touchdowns and 412 yards of offense. And Sam,
wow,
that was all in the first half. The Maroons win it 63-13 tonight over the Braves.
Back to the boards we go. In Westpac action, Lance takes care of Hancock 32-13. Brandon Koski threw two for 2 touchdowns to Ryan Beaupre. Ryan Beaupre had 157 yards and a score for the Purple Hornets. English is hard. And after a tough couple of weeks, West Iron County gets a big win, 43-8 over the Red Devils of Ironwood. Save me, JT.
I will try to do that, Sam. To Calumet we go as the cheerleaders do a push-up for every point scored, and they would get a workout. After scoring already, Robert Urkla is going to make every one of the Gremlins miss and takes it 35 yards to the house for his second touchdown of the night, making it tough on Houghton. Just over a minute left in the first half, and the Copper Kings, block a punt, and they get the ball back at the 20-yard line. So what are they going to do? Last time I checked, once they make the tackle and get the ball back, Mr. Urkla scores from 20 yards out, and they put together a very solid defensive game as well, including this play coming up right here. Play of the night, almost, as Calumet just made Houghton's life miserable. And here's the interception I'm talking about right there. Rory Anderson picks it. Houghton falls to Calumet tonight, 44-14 the final.
We now go to Crystal Falls, where the short-handed Trojans faced rival North Dickinson. Let's check out Noah Berg going for the punt, but no, he tries to sneak it, and Connor Kazurley says, not in my house. Turnover for the Nordics, ball back to the Trojans, and they take advantage on the ensuing drive. Adam Hilberg pounds it in for 6, filling in for the injured Daniel Nasserini. The Nordics, though, they would try to build some momentum. Berg is going to take this one all the way to the goal line. Then, on the next play, keep your eyes on Garrett O'Neill. He's going to roll out right behind Berg. Then he sees no way into the end zone, change direction, go back inside. Then he sees daylight, takes it in, but the ball comes loose, and the Trojans recover. Tough break for North Dickinson. And again, it's points off turnovers. Kizerly takes this one in himself. Forest Park narrowly escapes this one with a 28-20 win over North Dickinson.
The impressive thing tonight, Forest Park down 6 starters, but they still get to win in 8-man football. It was Stevenson 46, Baraga 28. North Central and Ewan Trout Creek will play tomorrow at noon. From what we understand, an officiating situation pushed the game back a day.
And then the Rapid River Rockets, all they do is win, win, win no matter what. 40-14 tonight over the Gladiators. And the Cougars take one on the chin, 48-22 at Engadine. We have reached halftime on this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Still to come, college football previews for Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan. That's straight ahead on the Frenzy right here on the UP Sports Authority.
You know,
ABC 10. Let's look ahead, though, to Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday, week 2 of the NFL season. JT's Lions, my Vikings, go head-to-head in Mini. Kickoff set for 1 p.m. Then later our Sunday night, a little bit after 8 o'clock, it's a rematch of the NFC Championship game of last year as the Seahawks take on the Packers at Lambeau Field. So that Tigers game hopefully can end on a better note.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm just done with that franchise until March, when Brett Osmus is gone.
Do want to mention the My AFib Risk 400 at Chicagoland Speedway is going to be taking place this Sunday. NASCAR racing. 16 drivers in the 10-race chase to the championship.
Yep.
3, though, are tied at the top. Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, and Kyle Busch. What a comeback for Busch.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jeff Gordon, his last 10 races of his career, see if he can win one more championship. College football this weekend. UNLV and Michigan, Air Force MSU. I don't really see the Spartans Wolverines having much problem.
I read somewhere that there might be a small upset with the Spartans. Air Force did lose their starting quarterback.
Right.
So, I mean, I read somewhere, I think that person was probably out of their mind.
Maybe a letdown after a big win against Oregon at home last week. Never know. Mark D'Antonio probably won't let that happen. A couple other big NFL games this weekend. Patriots at Bills, Cowboys and Eagles. I'm just loving getting used to having all this football all of a sudden every single week.
Right now, dinner, Detroit, Minnesota. I have Minnesota.
I'm going to take the Lions. They're probably going to let me down. I usually do dinner next week.
We'll shake on it?
Okay. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Why don't you close it out? Because as you can tell, I have no voice left.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Jimmy Kimmel is next. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys next week.